Marion High School proudly presents Bye Bye Birdie.
I know that, sir, but just think of the disastrous effects it might have on the morale of the American teenager. No, I'm not suggesting the boy doesn't want to go to the Army. It's just I thought, well, no, I assumed I'd be able to. 2 weeks from today, at the induction center, he'll be there. Oh, Rose, thank God you've come. This is the end of the Almelu Music Corporation. Conrad Birdie is going to the Army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just came to say goodbye, Albert. Lots of luck.
Rose, you can't. Not today of all days. My pills. Where are my pills? The little white ones I take whenever I...
Here.
not so much. Break it in half.
You're 33 years old, Albert. I'm pretty sure you can take a whole aspirin.
I'm not 33. I'm a long way from 33. I won't be 33 until tomorrow. Water?
It's no use, Albert. I've been with Almelu for 8 years now, and as you well know, I'm more than just a secretary to you.
Rose, those were moments of madness.
Well, between the moments of madness and the office, I put in a good 90-hour week. For what, a $5 raise in 1954 and a bottle of arpege last Christmas?
Promise her anything, but give her arpege, Rose.
Yeah, but not a 16th of an ounce. Besides, something more important.
Rose, if you're referring to anything more permanent nature between me and you, I'm not ready for it. Besides, there's, religious differences.
Spanish is not a religion.
And if it's part of the company you're after, it's none of that too. The Almelu is just me, Mama, and Lou. And any changes to that would just kill the wonderful woman that bore me.
Nothing could kill your mother, Albert, except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rose.
And I loved Lou too. Sure, he was warm, he was loyal, and he was lovable. But he died 6 years ago, and besides, he was a wire-haired terrier. Anyhow, I don't want a part of the company. It's something more important than that.
Rose, if you're about to discuss what I think you're about to discuss, I am in no mood to discuss it.
There's nothing to discuss. Conrad Birdie is going in the army, and I've quit, so there's nothing you can do except give up the business and go back
I
to
am
college.
up to my
and-
ears in debt. I have a $50,000 guaranteed to Conrad, just I can't pay. Plus, I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
Will you listen to me, Albert? I'm serious. He's going in the army is the best thing he could do. Now you're free to start to do what you wanted to. Albert, Albert, Albert. I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year, but it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert.
It takes time to build a business.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. You just needed some money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and become...
Don't say it, Rosie.
An English teacher.
Rosie.
And furthermore, he wrote poetry.
Rosie, please.
And in the NY yearbook of 1952, under Albert Peterson's favorite piece of literature, you know what it says? Little Women.
I am ruined in the show business.
An English teacher, an English teacher. If only you'd been an English teacher, we'd have a little apartment in Queens. You'd get a summer vacation, and we would know what life means. A man who's got his master's is really someone. How proud I'd be if you had become one. It could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife. It was goodbye, Geoffrey Chaucer. Hello, William Morris. Goodbye, NYU. Hello, how may you? 'Cause when you wrote Conrad's last hit, Ugga Bugaboo, and I knew that was it. You were through with English forever. An English teacher someone, how proud I'd be if you had become one. It could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife.
Rosie, I'll make a deal with you. Stay with me, help me pay back Conrad's guarantee, and as soon as I'm out of the red, I'll dissolve the company and go back to the academic life.
Albert, you're on.
Now, of course, it may take a few years, but I'm sure by 73, 74 at the latest, we'll have all the money to... What's that?
Something that's gonna push it up a couple of years. Pick a name.
Pick a name? What name?
All right, I'll pick one for you. McAfee. Kim McAfee, age 15, president and recording secretary of the Conrad Birdie Fan Club, number 2748 of Sweet Apple, Ohio. Yeah, Mary, could you get me Sweet Apple, Ohio? The number is capital 78820, and call me right back.
Okay, I'm confused. Who's this Kim whatever her name is?
Kim McAfee, Albert, is what's going to send you back to college with the greatest hit, One Last Kiss.
I've never heard of it.
Because you haven't written it yet. You see, before Conrad goes off in the army and kisses a girl that's chosen at random from 1,200,000 hysterical teenagers, that'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldier since Joan of Arc.
I'm beginning to see it, Rose. We'll cut the record here in New York.
Take that bongo greasing car thief to Sweet Apple.
Let him kiss the kid?
And release the record. Albert, you'll make enough money to stay in college for the rest of your life.
Rose, it will be wonderful. And I promise, as soon as this is over and settled with, it'll be just me and you in perfect bliss. I'll get a job teaching English and... kiss. Bliss. That rhymes! Oh, I wonder if anyone's ever used that before. Oh, what does it matter? It'll be great for the song. Oh, give me one last kiss. It gives us so much bliss. What's your dentifrice? No, too clinical.
An English teacher, someday he may be an English teacher. Then we would have such a wonderful life. Then I might be Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Helen. What's the story? Morning glory. What's a tale? Nightingale. Tell me quick about heroic Kim.
Hi, Margie.
Hi, Alice. What's the story? Morning glory. What's the word? Hummingbird. Did you hear about Hugo and Kim? Did they really get pinned? Did she kiss him and cry? Did he pin them in on? Or was he too shy? Well, I heard he got pinned.
Yeah, yeah.
I was hoping they would.
Uh-huh.
They wouldn't at last.
He's gone.
Said he forgot.
Oh, Mr. Hankel, this is Harvey Johnson. Can I speak to Penelope?
Is it true about Kim?
Penelope?
I just knew it somehow.
What's wrong?
I must call her right up.
Saturday?
I can't talk to you now.
Go City!
You know it,
Go
man.
City!
Crazy
Go
man.
City!
Know it.
It won't last. Not at all. He's too thin. She's too tall.
Oh, Mrs. Miller, this is Harvey Johnson. Can I speak to Deborah Sue?
Why, if you go, are you stupid? What you wanna go get pinned
Well, I heard they got
for?
pinned.
Hey, you
I was hoping they does it at last.
She nailed it, but if you gotta go, that's the way you go. Once you got your fill, and you really cooked. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Birdie scream or just ask me now.
You're giving up the scream? You mean when Conrad Birdie comes on the television, you're not gonna go, ah! Oh, Kim. Kim, dear, can you get off the phone? Got some calls to make.
All right, Mother. I'm sorry, Ursula, but I've got to hang up. You'll explain everything to the other kids, won't you?
I suppose I'll have to. Bye, Kim. Kim, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure, Kim?
Positive. After all, I am 15 years old, and it's time I settled down. When you're a skinny child of 14, wired with braces from ear to ear, you doubt that you would ever be appealing. Then, hallelujah, you are 15, and the braces disappear, and your skin is smooth and clear, and you have that happy grown-up female feeling. How lovely to be a woman, the wait was well worth the while. How lovely to wear mascara and smile, a woman's smile. How lovely to have a figure that's round instead of flat. Whenever you hear boys whistle, you're what they're whistling at. It's wonderful to feel the way a woman feels. It gives you such a glow just to know you're wearing lipstick and heels. How lovely to be a woman and have one job to do. To pick out a boy and train him, and then when you are through, you made him the man you want him to be. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me. It's wonderful to know the things a woman knows. How marvelous to wait for a date in simply beautiful clothes. How lovely to be a woman and change from boys to men. To go to a fancy nightclub and stay out after 10. How lovely to be so grown up and free. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me.
waiting for nearly 3/4 of an hour.
Thank you, Doris. I'll take it down there.
She said it was long distance, and I can't imagine who. What did you just call me?
I said, thank you, Doris. Oh, don't look so upset. It's an honor to call your mother by her first name. Makes mother and daughter more like pals.
And your father?
Oh, I'll call him Harry, naturally. By the way, I think Harry took the news of Hugo and I awfully well. Don't you, Doris? This is she? Yes, I'll wait.
I don't know. Yesterday I was a mother. Today I'm a pal. Wouldn't you like to call me Mom? That's modern.
I'm sorry, Doris, but times are changing. You've got to go along with them or be left behind with the old folks. By the way, do you happen to have a cigarette? I seem to have run out.
Hey, I am not an old man. I was 18 in World War II.
Conrad Birdie is coming here to kiss me. Doris? Mother? Mommy! It's Conrad Birdie! He's coming here to kiss me!
Oh, that's wonderful, dear. Now put your head on Mommy's shoulder.
Don't understand. Conrad Birdie is coming here to Sweet Apple, Ohio to kiss me goodbye. Oh, Mommy!
Oh, well, I never thought I'd say it, but God bless Conrad Birdie.
Sorry I'm late, girls. Why don't you say we go over the Conrad Birdie song just one more time before we go, alright? Little girl, you can sing with us if you'd like. What's the matter?
Well, I'm sad because Conrad's going into the army, and when he gets out, I'll be too old for him.
Something tells me you still have a few good years left in you. Oh, come on, things can't be that black. Smile. Little girl, this is an adult speaking to you. I order you to smile. Please. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You'll look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Wipe out that full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. And if you're feeling cross and bickerish, don't sit and whine. Think of banana splits and licorice, and you'll feel fine. I knew a girl so gloomy, she wouldn't laugh or sing. She wouldn't listen to me, now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place, just put on a luggage. You better get down to track 12 if you want to see Conrad before he leaves. Oh, boy, would you get that down to track 12? We're kind of in a... Rose! What are you doing?
Getting our things down to the station without your help, Albert.
Rose, look, I'm sorry. I don't suppose a generous tip might make it up.
Albert, just take the briefcase and go to Conrad. You know what happened when he talked to the reporters alone.
I can't, Rose. I gotta wait for Mama.
Speaking of your mother, Albert, have you told her about dissolving Almy?
I couldn't. Yesterday was the anniversary.
Of what?
Lou, 6 years ago, he was hit on the corner of 181st Street and Broadway by a loaded beer truck.
Yoo-hoo!
You don't suppose that's her?
That's either her or the all clear.
Yoo-hoo!
Mama!
Funny.
Mama, what's the matter?
Well, don't worry about me, Sonny. I'm just a little faint from the subway. Oh.
Subway? Mama, I told you to take a taxi.
Taxi? What do I need with taxis? I'll leave the taxis for my successful son. A mother can ride crowded in a dirty subway full of foreign people, wouldn't give you a seat if your life depended on it. But what's the difference? Nowadays, a mother's lower than dirt anyways. Here, Sonny. Here's the money I saved from not taking a taxi. You could buy some candy with it. Who's she?
Oh, Mother, you remember Miss Alvarez, don't you, from the office?
This is Rose Alvarez? Pretty little Rose Alvarez? Rose. What happened? You had a sudden shock or something?
Excuse me, Albert. I'm just gonna go see if Conrad's here.
By all means. Oh, look at her, Sonny. How nice she looks. Some wonder some older man doesn't snatch her off. Personal matron with brains and a few dollars. Oh, what a catch you'd be for a convalescent. Goodbye, Rose.
Goodbye, May.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Look, Mama, there's something I wanted to tell you. Sort of about Rose. You better sit down.
Oh, go ahead, dear. I know my Sonny, and he wouldn't say anything that could hurt his mama, so go ahead, dear. What about Rose?
It's sort of about Lou, too.
Where are you, Lou? Struck down by a beverage I consumed faithfully for 32 years. What about Lou?
Look, Mama, Rosie thought, and I agreed, that I should give up the Almy Lou. Mama, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter, Sonny. You killed me, that's all. Lou, I'm coming. I'm on my way up.
Mama, look, just Rosie thought. Well, I mean, I thought. It's just Look, Mama. Here's some money. Take a cab home. The subways are too overcrowded.
Nothing's too crowded for a mother. I'll go during rush hour. That's the worst time. Wait a minute. How many blocks is it after all? Only 107. I'll walk. Be careful, son. Wear a heavy coat. Be careful when crossing the street. Wear your rubbers and eat a hot lunch.
Albert, I thought you were gonna break it to her gently.
As a matter of fact, Rose, I didn't tell her at all.
You mean you didn't?
He's coming! Birdie's coming!
Later, Rose, Conrad needs me.
But Albert!
Later, you know we can't let him talk to the reporters alone.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How does he feel? You ask how does he feel? He's much too shy to tell you, so I'll tell you how he feels. He feels brave and eager, strangely humble, proud to be a
He
patriot.
will gladly face those bullets, for he's not afraid to die. For he's up to die.
volunteered. I thought he was drafted. And he appealed 3 times.
Sing?
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. And we'll be true. When you not hear us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad.
Very nice, girls. What's the pitch on the Hollywood stalling, Conrad? Are you two engaged?
Is Conrad engaged? There's absolutely nothing to the rumor he's engaged.
She's a real pal, like a sister, but it doesn't mean a thing. And that 18-carat diamond, it was just a friendship ring.
He's a final standing, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Then why was her husband so mad? Sing.
We love you, Conrad. Yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. It will be true.
Oh, I'll always remember Conrad's first words when they found out he was accepted to the army. Say, Mr. Pearson, he cried eagerly. Don't you suppose he could assign little frontline trenches? That way, I'm sure you those dirty cherries.
Albert!
Or what was dirty this time.
Now listen here. This gossip must stop. He goes to church each Sunday and he doesn't touch a drop.
He's as faithful as a minister.
Absolutely.
He's as sober as a judge. He subscribes to every charity, and his hobby's making fun.
He's a final standing, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Is it true you found Conrad in film school?
That is a lie. A lie through and through. I'll tell you where he came from. Here's a story and it's true. He was born in Indochina, son of missionaries there. Very poor, very hungry. What a cool life to bear. Soon he drifted down to Hong Kong, to a waterfront town. That is where I heard him singing. Neath that dirty Hong Kong moon. Oh, beautiful speech, forever waves of pain. America, God shines his grace on you. For he's a final standing, ever modest, patriotic, healthy, normal, American, American.
Conrad, Birdie, welcome to Sweet Apple. Now, before we take you to the town hall where the mayor himself is waiting, I would like to introduce you to the girl you have chosen to bestow your final kiss upon, and who will now be leading us in the Conrad Birdie pledge. Kim McAfee. I, Crystal Yorko, being your sound-minded body, do hereby promise to be loyal, courteous, steadfast, and true to God and the United States of America, both indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, sounding normal American boy. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, sounding normal American boy. For he's a fine, upstanding,
I gotta make a speech for him. You stay here, stack the bags, send back to the house. And if I see a taxi, I'll send it your way. It's normal American.
Hey, kid, before you go, can I talk to you for a minute?
right now, I mean, couldn't it wait? I'm in an awful hurry.
It's kind of important.
You know, everybody, what is so important? Things what you can hold now.
What's so important? I'll tell you what's so important. The day after I give her my pin, she goes around kissing someone else. That's what's so important. I'd like you to know I've had several nosebleeds and a headache.
Why, Hugo, I think you make actually actually be jealous of Conrad Birdie.
Jealous? I'm the opposite of jealous. I'm very jealous, and I have every right to be. Kim's my steady.
That's just it, Hugo. I'm your steady. Oh, I may admire Conrad Birdie as one admires a far distant, unattainable ideal. But I'm into you, Hugo, and I don't care how common and ordinary you are. That's how I'm going to stay.
Oh, you're not just saying that to make me feel better?
I mean every word of it, Hugo. Conrad Birdie's just a fling. A steady's forever. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to go with, to walk with, and talk with. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, have coke with. One boy, not two or three. One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. One boy, one special boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Oh, Kim, I feel so much better. All thoughts of nosebleeds and headaches have utterly vanished.
You were silly to worry, Hugo. Conrad Birdie may be a great public figure, but he doesn't make me feel all dizzy and faint inside when I think of him. Only my steady can do that. Why, even when I say his name, I don't feel a thing. Listen, Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Did you hear that, lady? I'm the boy that makes her all dizzy inside. Only her steady does that, and that's me!
One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. One guy, one special guy, one guy to live for, to care for, be there for.
Rosie, what's the matter?
I was just thinking of you, Albert.
Well, never mind thinking of me. My speech, where's my speech?
In the briefcase.
Good, bring it along. The mayor's almost done speaking.
great pride and prejudice, and the usual pomp and circumstance, that I welcome you to our fair city. And I present this 18-karat solid gold key, so generously donated by the men at the Sweet Apple Grassworks. Thank you. And I present this key to you, Conrad Birdie. All I said was Conrad Birdie. If you girls don't put a sock in it, I can't finish my speech.
Who cares about your speech? I want to hear from Conrad. Speak to us, oh beautiful one. Tell us how you make that glorious sound that even in anticipation of it has reduced me to a snarling, raging, panting jungle beast.
You gotta be sincere. You gotta be sincere. You gotta feel it here. 'Cause if you feel it here, well then you're gonna be honestly sincere. If what you feel is true, really feel it you, make them feel it too. Write this down now, you gotta be sincere, honestly sincere. Yeah, you gotta be sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be right. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. Hug me. When I don't even have to try. It's automatic. I'm sincere. When I sing about trust, oh, I really feel that truth. When I sing about a girl, I really feel that girl. I mean, I really feel sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be right. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. Suffer. You gotta be sincere. Oh, you gotta feel it here. Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, my baby. Oh, yeah.
the Conrad Birdie song 10,000 times, and we still have 5,727 more to go. So sing! We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. It will be true. Daddy, I really wish you'd hurry up. I want to get this mess cleared away before Conrad comes down.
This mess, as you call it, Kim, happens to be my breakfast, and I intend to enjoy it.
Your father does have a right to enjoy his eggs, dear. But I'm sure he won't mind if we just quietly start clearing some things away. Now, I know the house is a bit hectic this morning, but Kim's gone through a lot of trouble to fix a very special breakfast for Mr. Birdie, and I want to make sure that it's ready and waiting for him when he comes down. After all, he is a national figure, and I want to show these New York people that we know how to treat national figures here in Sweet Apple. Of course, it doesn't matter that much to me personally, but for Kim's sake, There we are, all finished. Did you enjoy it, dear? Good. Now hurry along.
Doris, I'm not budging from this room till I get my coffee, smoke a cigarette, and read my paper.
I didn't have time to fix your coffee this morning, but I'm sure a warm 7-Up will do.
Morning, Pa. Here's the paper. Hope you don't mind, but I cut out a few stories about Conrad.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I have extended the privilege of self-determination to both the woman I've married and the children I have sired. The vote has been denied to no one for reasons of age, sex, or political affiliation. There's been no taxation without representation, and all open governments have been openly arrived at. Last night, I gave up my room to a guest who repeatedly referred to me as Fats. Telephone calls were made to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. I slept in a camp cot with my feet in the fireplace and my head in an ashtray. Outside my window, 3 heartbeat shrieks. We love you, Conrad! 1,736 times. I just lost 2 fried eggs. Gentlemen, the democracy is over. Parliament has been dissolved, the Magna Carta is revoked, and Nero is back in town! And you don't offer it ever a warm 7-Up. Oh, Mr. McAfee, I hope you don't mind staying off the line for just a few minutes. We're expecting a long-distance call. Sure thing. I'll go out and burn Rome.
Mother? What's wrong? Nothing, dear. Your father's just a little excited about Conrad being here.
He's coming, he's coming! Oh, he's coming! How the eggs? Mother, you call the kids!
Hurry up, girls. You better come in fast if you want to watch him eat.
Here he is!
Now, look here, Doris. About that boy.
Oh, please, Harry. He's just shy.
Well, after all, Kim's only 15 and I don't want her to get into any
Please?
trouble.
Daddy, not in front of everyone.
Come on, Ursula, let's go.
I don't care who's here. No matter loud is
Tell him, Pa!
Shut up.
Now, that boy is a guest in our house, and I won't have you speaking of him in this way.
Kim, this is my house.
But
Just
Daddy!
shut up. This is my house. So you're 18.
But Daddy!
Will you leave me alone? Mr. McAfee, Kim, Randolph, is this how you want to be in front of 75 million people? Wait, what do you mean? You're all going to be on television with Conrad. Television? I just got the confirmation call from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean we're gonna be on the Sullivan Show?
Yeah.
As in the Ed Sullivan Show?
Yes. And that's why I beg of you all, put aside your petty differences for just a few moments. To the vast audience out there, you're an American dream come true. So I beg of you, Mr. McAfee, don't ruin that dream. Me! The Ed Sullivan Show. Ed Sullivan! Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan! Ed Sullivan! Ed Sullivan!
How could anybody be half as fortunate as we?
We'll be coast to coast with our favorite host, Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. We're gonna be on Ed Sullivan. Got a wonderful wife, a swell kid, a good job, and now this. Someday we'll recall the greatest day of our lives. And I love you.
Well, this is it, Albert. What do you think?
It looks swell, Rose.
Of course,
Now-
it used to be a movie house for the past 30 years, but it'll be okay for the TV show.
It will be fine, Rose. Now what I
And
was...
we'll have the lights and the cameras and whatever costumes we need, we can...
Rose, it'll be perfect. Now what I was trying to say was, just being out here, just you and I, away from
You and me, English teacher.
I'm serious, Rose. Being out here, you and I, you and me, being away from New York, it's made me see things in a whole new perspective. And that's why I wrote Mama saying I gave up the company.
Albert!
Oh, Rose. I wrote her the night we left, which leaves 3 days and 3 nights for her to respond, and so far, not a word. If you ask me, she's accepted the whole thing by now.
3 days and 3 nights on a Trailways bus. But what's the difference? I'm only a mother. For a mother, a Trailways bus is good enough.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Did you think I wouldn't come? A woman gets a letter, obviously we're under the influence of drugs, and she should stay home? Pay no mind, it's only a mom's tears. Dear Mom, this is just to let you know, Alma Lou has been dissolved. Your friend, Albert. Alma Lou is dissolved? Dissolve me! Who am I anyways? A sick old woman, probably can't last the night. I just want a simple stone with one word on it. Albert's mother. And don't hire a limousine to get me my final resting place. I'll walk. And tell that Spanish friend of yours I forgive her. She knoweth not what she doth.
Mama, Rose is right here.
This is Rose? She looks like Medusa on a bad hair day. Oh, for her own sake, Albert, send her back to Tibet. Oh, and don't worry about a secretary. It just so happens I found the perfect secretary. A wonderful, refined girl on her way to Akron. Only I persuaded to get her off here. Sonny, say hello to Gloria Rasputin.
Hello. Hey, you're cute.
Mama, I don't need a secretary. I have Rosie.
What does Rosie need a job for? In a year or two, she'll be getting Social Security.
Well, listen, I don't just type.
You do other things?
I tap dance. I figured I could help you with the secretary stuff, and you'd help get me into the show business. Hold this, honey. May, can you hum Swanee River?
Oh, it's my favorite selection.
Get a load of this out.
I don't know. You have many qualifications. But I'm used to working with Miss Alvarez. Though I do suppose there's a lot of extra work around. Gloria could do them if... Do you have to stay down there?
For a few minutes. May, can you give me a hand?
Sonny, in the movies, they can always cut away while they jack her up. Why don't you go along with Miss Rasputin and see how fast she types?
Well, I do have a lot of reports to do, and Gloria could do them. Unless it makes any difference to you, Rose.
Why should it make any difference to me?
Atta girl, Rosie. You stay here, and I'll just go with Miss Rasputin.
I'll put you typewriter.
Do you use the touch system?
Whenever possible.
I could kill him. I could just kill him.
Miss Alvarez, Hugo Peabody here. And Kim McAfee is not to kiss Conrad Birdie on the Ed Sullivan Show tonight. Because if she does, I'll... Ow. Miss Alvarez, is there something I can do for you? Get you a glass of water?
Yes, Hugo. I think you can.
So remember, the surest way to the best in color slide is to insist on the new Kodak. And now, the young man you've all been waiting to see. As you know, in just about 14 hours, when the show business brightest talent is going off to play a very special engagement. And tonight, before he goes, he wants to leave a certain lucky young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we take you to Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry McAfee and their children Randy and Kim, are gathered to bid farewell to a typical American soldier, Conrad Birdie.
Where's Ed?
One last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last Oh baby, one more time. You know it is sublime. Oh honey, so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Last kiss. Last kiss. Oh, it never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss.
See how brave the boys of yours say goodbye.
Oh, one last kiss. Oh, yeah, last kiss. It never felt like this. No, like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, honey, one more time. You know it is sublime. Oh, baby, so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss.
Hey, you know where it is?
Last kiss.
Hey, where's it? I gotta find it.
Last kiss.
Has anybody seen Ed Sullivan?
Oh, one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss.
One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last.
Brace yourself, chick.
Brace yourself, Conrad Birdie. Look, see the circle, use the thief. A thief of love. Yeah.
You ruined me, Bonnie, and never want to speak to you ever again!
Jim, it was for you.
Who's responsible for this? I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let that boy in here?
I did, Albert.
Rose.
Think of it as a farewell gift to you and Miss Rasputin. Wear it in good health.
Wait, Rose, you can't leave me here alone.
Oh, you're not alone, Albert.
You're on television!
He's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. He's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
8 years, 8 years, that's how long I've wasted on him. That's all, I'm through, Albert dear, to put it sweetly. To hell with you. That's right, to hell with you. From now on, it's gonna be me, Rosie, singing, dancing, having a ball, making up for a mama clutching, ass spitting 6-foot tower of jello. What did I ever see in him? How did I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see in him? Boy, I was way out on a limb. Now that my feet are on the ground again, now that my senses have been down again, what did Is he tender? No, he's not. Is he thoughtful? No, he's not. Am I crazy? What's he got that I found so damn appealing? What did he ever do for me? Well, to be honest, he was sometimes nice, but still it wasn't worth that awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart. How did I ever, why did I ever, what did I ever?
Oh, don't be so upset, Miss Alvarez. Not all men can be like that.
Every single one of them, except maybe Albert Schweitzer. I'm not his type. From puberty to senility, from Arnold to Mussolini.
I never did understand why Ingrid Bergman wanted to marry him in the first place.
Egotistical, selfish human beasts.
And what are we poor women to do, Miss Alvarez?
Use them. Let them be our playthings while we sip from the cup of life and drain it in the dregs. How do you like them apples, Mr. Peterson? Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't. Will we leave them? No, we won't. Tell me, what did I say backward? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Take it from us, we paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken dates, broken nails, broken heart. What did we ever see in
Hugo F. Peabody!
Huh?
Oh, Hugo. What did I ever see in him? He's just as bad as Mr. Peterson, if not worse. Miss Alvarez, I'm coming with you.
Kim, don't be ridiculous. You're only 15.
Juliet was 14 when she left home.
And look what happened to her. Now look, why don't you go back to bed and get some milk and cookies?
It's too late for cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live. We'll sip the drugs together. We'll help each other with our potions. Miss Alvarez.
For the last time, Albert, I'm okay, and I don't want to go to bed. Now leave me alone.
Don't be silly, Conrad. You've had a severe shock. Now the best thing for you to do is go upstairs and... There she is! The traitor that stabbed me in my heart when my back was turned.
Get out of my way, Albert.
Be careful, she may be armed.
I can handle her. You take Conrad, be sure he gets to bed.
Get out of my way, Albert. I'm going on the town tonight and I don't want to waste another minute.
Not till I've had my say, Rose. I would like to let you know that thanks to Mom was quick thinking, the kiss will happen after all. Tomorrow morning, right before Conrad leaves. So it looks like you failed, Rose, as all who must fail to try to buck the great Albert Peterson, a giant, no, a titan, one of the King Kongs of the music industry.
What did I ever see in him? How could I ever think that he was nice? Take it from me, I paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken dates, broken nails, broken heart.
I'm the Empire Builder! I can love this!
What did I ever see in him?
Rosie! Rosie, you come back here! This is King Kong calling! Rose! Rosie? Rosie, I need you. And I don't care how much you plead or beg, Miss Alvarez, you're through here at the Amelou. Not only do I accept your resignation, furthermore, you're fired. And remember, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never harm me. You big rat. I'm sorry you folks had to see that, but I've had to let Miss Alvarez go. I'll get that. Probably Hong Kong again. Hello, this is Albert J. Peterson speaking. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis, but Miss Alvarez is no longer with me.
Miss Alvarez, wait for me. I'm
Where
coming.
do you think you're going, young lady?
With Rosie, to drink deep the dregs, to sip full-hearty the brimming cup, to live.
The only place you're going is upstairs.
But, Daddy...
Upstairs. Do you hear me? I said... upstairs.
Miss Alvarez is right. You're all the same, from puberty to Mussolini.
What's that? You dare say puberty? In front of your own father? Not to mention Mussolini? Oh, Doris! Doris, you failed parents! I never asked for much for my kids. Just respect. Just a little respect. But did I get respect, Doris? No, I did not. I got no respect.
Our respect, Pa.
I don't want your respect. You're a child! Who wants respect from a child? Oh, Doris. Take me upstairs. I'm not alone yet. Words that I didn't want to hear in this house. Puberty is the first. Mussolini is the second. And respect was the third. Now listen here, Mr. Lewis. No 3-cent reporter can buck the great Albert Pearson. And you can write that in whatever newspaper you have to represent. Oh. What's that? It's not a newspaper. It's a magazine. And it's not Mr. Lewis. It's loose. Ah! Rosie, I need you!
Sonny boy, where are you going?
Nowhere, Mama. It's just stuffy in here, and I'm going out to look for Rose. I love her, and I want her back.
Is that all? I thought it was something serious. By all means, find her a lady of Spain and bring her back here. Oh, and when you get back, be sure to stop in the kitchen, take my head out of the oven, and turn off the gas.
Mama!
Well, you know, it's a strange house. I don't want to run up the bill.
Mama, I'm serious. Do you realize what's happening? Rose has gone out to make up for all the years she wasted on me. Who knows what low she could be in at this very moment.
Oh, Sonny, you're right. I'll help you find her, only I better give you the message from Conrad first.
What message?
Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Kim. He just said that he'd be gone for a while and he didn't know if he'd be back in time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Mama, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Well, I tried to, but you kept bringing up a certain party from south of the border.
How could he do this to me? He knows how much this means. Conrad! Conrad!
I'm coming! And before you start, I just want you to know, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of waking up at 9 a.m. every morning, having people watch me eat, let them poke me in the eye. Don't you get it, Albert? I am tense!
Mama, do something.
Conrad, did you ever, think in terms of a more mature woman?
I hope I never get that tense. Now you listen here, buddy boy. This is my last night before I go into the army, and I am going out.
You can't go out. You can't go out without my permission. It says so in your contract. Mama, go get the contract. It's upstairs and... Forget it. I'll get it. Stay here.
Oh, hey, Conrad.
There are chicks just right close to kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. Man, those chicks, don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do. Sizzling steaks, all ready for tasting. And there's Cadillacs, all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is a-wasting. There's such a lot of living to do.
There are men of 19 or 20 who are suave, reckless and true. Older men who give a girl plenty. I've got a lot of living to do.
There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Hey, you kids live here, don't you? What's the lowdown on this now?
Well, it's an Uncle House in 1822.
I mean, what do you do to have fun?
Well, there's the sweet shop and the church basement, and the older kids go to the ice house.
What's there?
Ice, I guess.
It just so happens, Mr. Birdie, that the ice house is where people go when they want to be alone. I'm not a chick, I'm a fully grown woman, and I intend on being treated as such. In fact, that's why I'm leaving home.
Now you're talking shit. Crazy clothes and motorboat races.
Someone nice to follow to.
Broadway lights and wide open spaces.
There's such a lot of living to do.
Lots of dates and no one to scold you.
Loop the loop
And laugh at the
view. Moonlight swims
and someone to hold you. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me.
If only you know it, and it's all just waiting for you.
You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living, what a lot of living, what a lot of living to
Marvin Kimberly Johnson, I want you home this minute!
There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me.
If only you know it, and it's all just waiting for you.
You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living, what a lot of living, what a lot of living to do.
Kim, where'd you go?
Kim! Kim! Hugo! Where's Conrad and Kim?
I'm the last Conrad.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, apparently they're off motorboat racing and moonlight swimming and looping the loop. Now I'm gonna go do the only sensible thing there is to do. Drink myself to death.
Motorboat races. Loop the loop. Doris! Get my gun. Mr. Mr. McAfee, you haven't seen Conrad, have you?
No, but I intend to see him, Mr. Peterson. So if you have a message, I'd be glad to deliver it. Right after I shoot him.
Shoot him. I gotta find Rosie.
What are you talking about, dear? You know you don't have a gun.
Well, there's that Daisy air rifle in the garage.
That's mine. Shut up.
I do reckon my BB's this late at night.
Well, anyway, it's broken, dear.
Well, then give me anything. Hey, the bow and arrow I bought you last Christmas with the suction tips. Well, don't just stand there. My daughter's run off to loop the loop with this bee. Give me a water gun for crying out loud. Anything. Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they're disobedient, disrespectful oafs, noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. And while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue. Kids, but they still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Kids! I don't mind the moonlight swims. It's the loop that hurts. Kids! Why don't they lower the draft age to about 11? Kids! I didn't know what puberty was. I was almost past it. Kids, they're just impossible to control. Kids, with their awful clothes and their rock and roll. Why can't they dance like we did? What's wrong with Sammy K? What are you doing?
It's a pea shooter.
A pea shooter? What good's up? Give it to me. What's the matter with kids today?
I'll have a double racks on the scotch. Put some actual racks in it this time. Actually, make me a vodka, malted.
And how old are you?
32.
Get out.
How about a beer?
I said out.
How about just like an empty glass that just set right in front of me?
Beat it.
I'd like to talk to the manager. Where's Mon?
I am Maud. Charles F. Maud, and if you're not out of here in 1 minute, I'll take you by the scruff of the neck and throw you out.
Fine! But that's the last time I do my drinking in this establishment.
Double bourbon, scotch on the side, put some ice in it. And put a cherry in it too. Actually, make that 2 cherries. And hey, bring on the dancing boys. Alvarez is the name, but I'd like you to call me Spanish Rose. See? Yeah. Now, wait a minute. I am an American citizen, and I'm allowed to drink here if I so choose. And I'm allowed to get loaded here if I so choose. And if I want to be trashy and wild,
Rose Alvarez there?
I'm allowed to do that if I
Rose
so
Alvarez.
choose.
In fact, I think I heard her voice.
Grande,
Keep her
ahí
alive.
donde vivía.
Fidel Castro. Some guy named Peterson wants to talk.
Tell that Weasley little rat I'm not here.
That proves that she's there. Who else knows I'm a Weasley little rat? Rose, I gotta talk to you. It's about Conrad.
And furthermore, if I were this Rose, which I am not, anything that would make me hang up is the name Conrad.
Rose, wait, please. We don't have to talk about Conrad. We can talk about anything you want. We can talk about you, me, you and I, anything. Talk to me, baby, won't you? Talk to me. I don't care what you say, baby, talk to me. Must be oh so far away.
seems all wrong this way. Talk to me. And if you miss me, tell me so. Are you lonely? Tell me so. Say you love me. Tell me so, honey. Let me know. Talk to me till I press close to me. Then you'll see we won't have to talk at all. So far away from me, baby. It seems all wrong this way. Talk to me. And if you miss me, oh, tell me so. Are you lonely? Baby, tell me so. Say you love me. Tell me so. Let me know. Talk to me till I press you close to me.
Rose, are you alone?
Of course not. I'm with some friends. See you later, boys.
See you later, boys. Rose, stay there. I'll be right there.
Miss Alvarez, funny seeing you here. So, I was just wondering, could you go back in there and get me some grain alcoholic cup?
Not for $1 million.
My whole world is collapsing before me. I can't get a drink and Kim's run off with Conrad.
Kim and Conrad. Oh, Albert, I've got a phone, Albert. Hugo, you stay here. I'll be right back.
Shut up. Spanish Rose. I love that name. As mayor of this town, I'm going to declare today Spanish Rose Day. And we all would like to show you a little bit of appreciation. Get her, boys.
Now, fellas! Boys! Oh, boys!
Ah, here it is. Maud's Roadside Retreat. I'm coming, Rose!
I don't understand why we have to go all night looking for someone it would be better off not to find in the first place. You'll listen to me, Sonny. You'll come home with me, have a nice cup of pots, and then go to bed.
Mama, I told you, I'm not coming home without Rosie. Now, if you want to go home, that's fine by me. In fact, that's not a bad idea. Why don't you go home, Mama?
darling.
I said, why don't you go home, Mama?
Would you mind repeating that one more time? Sunshine of my existence.
I said, go home, Mama. I don't need you anymore.
So, it's come at last. At last it's come. The day I knew would come at least has come at last. My Sonny doesn't need me anymore. So what are you waiting for? Get rid of me! Throw me out with the garbage! Throw me out with the grape boots and the empty salmon cans! And never mind even putting a lid on it! Keep the lid off! So 100,000 pussycats can walk all over a mother! Oh, and by the way, sweetheart, darling, I got a condition. Never mind what condition. A condition's a condition. And you know what doctors can't cure? A condition! I don't want you to worry though. Fancy funerals are for rich people. I just want you to wait until Mother's Day, wrap me up in a flag, and throw me in the river! Well, I feel better now. Everything is as it should be. Mother's on top of a sanitation truck bound for the city dump, and the Mexicali Rose is here for fruit picking season, and she's staying to ruin American woman's life!
Oh. Are you done, Mama?
Yes, Sonny boy.
Good night, Mama.
You're just like your father. You'd marry anything. Good night, Sonny boy.
Mama, my name's not Sonny Boy.
Good night, Albert.
Mr. Peterson, have you seen Conrad and Kim? I'm sorry, Mr. McAfee, but I regret to inform you that Conrad's affairs no longer interest me. I'm not here to say goodbye to Rosie and... Wait, did you say Conrad and Kim?
They've run off together.
And if we don't find them soon, Mr. Peterson, I intend to call the FBI! Who's the director now, dude? Is it that Peter Lawford? No, I'm sure they're both fine.
Is she missing too?
It's 10 o'clock.
Mr. Peterson!
Or Margaret Willis.
Look, I'm sure they're all fine. They're probably just down at the drugstore having one of those, gang wars. Gang wars!
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say.
Kids, they're so ridiculous and so immature. I don't see why anybody wants them.
Just you wait and see. Soon you'll be old enough to be another teenage delinquent.
Why can't they be like you? Perfect in every way.
What's the matter with kids? Two kids! What the devil's wrong with these kids today? Kids who can guess if they would turn out that way. Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. What's the matter with kids? What's the matter with kids today?
Hi, everybody. Hugo here. Ooh,
Hugo Peabody, what have you been drinking?
milk. But it worked. Plus, I have every right to be drunk. Kim and Conrad have gone off and they're just going and...
To the movies!
Yeah,
Yes!
no.
Yes! To the movies! Great double bill tonight. Flying down Rio and Greed. Gosh, I'll always remember the cast. Doris Del Rio.
Oh man, the G, Raymond.
What a score!
Man, I'd forgotten about that.
Hey Rio, flying down to Rio. Rose, where have you been? I've been looking for you all night. I did it. I'm a new man. I sent Mama home.
Kim and Conrad have gone to the ice house.
The ice house?
The ice house.
Doris! Call the mounted police! Call Mr. Keene! Trace your lost persons! Hey you! Call the Shadow! Look him up under Lamont Cranston! Well, don't just stand there, do something! Hey, excuse me, can you help me out? Hey!
Well, here we are. The ice house. Fun, isn't it? Of course, when you've been here as many times as I have, I've been here with just about everybody, you know. Ursula, Deborah Sue, the Girl Scouts. Conrad, you seem nervous. Oh, you're trembling. I hope that just because you're a few years younger than me, it doesn't make you too nervous. After all, I'm 27 or 28, you know, one of the two. So you see, I really know the score. I even know some of the words. Canubian, premarial, jailbait. There you are, a sensuous one. We've been looking for you everywhere.
That's nice. No, out of my way, I wait.
No, you don't understand. Just like you said, we've got a lot of living to do.
No, wait a minute.
We'll never go home again. We'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Oh, that's why I'm motorboat races. Whoop-a-loop. Yeah!
Of course, that stuff ain't as much fun as I made out to be.
Let's start right now. Let's have an orgy.
Arrest that man! Well now, what have you got to say for yourself, Mr. Birdie?
I'm so glad you've come.
Hi, everybody. Hugo here again.
Hugo, darling, I'm so glad you've come. I can't tell you the humiliation I've been made to suffer.
Alright, that's all I need to hear. Take him away. Mr. McAfee! McAfee, I demand you have him unhanded! McAfee!
Albert, it's no use. Now, why don't you go back to the house and I'll go talk to the mayor of the house?
I don't think you heard me before, Rose. I don't think you've heard me before, Rosie. I'm a new man.
But Albert...
Don't what Albert me. See, you're merely a woman. I am man. A woman's job is to obey and speak only when spoke to. And so my first order, woman, is for you to be down at the train station by 6:30 tomorrow morning, where I intend to be there with Connor. Furthermore, I command you to bring whatever papers are necessary, because I plan on making you Mrs. Albert Peterson by 2400 hours tomorrow.
Oh, Albert.
Rose. Over and out. Oh, and Rose, did I ever tell you that I love you?
No, you haven't.
Well, I did.
I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Friday to we're alone at last. Would you care to have a heart-to-heart with an old friend? Oh, I always have time to talk with a friend, especially when I'll be able to call her.
Don't say it, Rose. Don't say it.
I'll be able to call Mother.
Greatest word I've ever heard! To think I lived to see the day that I had relatives in El Salvador.
Oh, and not to mention Guatemala, Brazil, Uruguay, and Chichicasteneo. You see, when Albert and I are married, I'm going to stick a rose between my teeth while we sit in front of our adobe hut in Central Park while I sell tortillas. Adios, Mama.
Adios, Rosita.
Ow! Call me Mrs. Peterson. I'm just a Spanish tamale, according to May, right off the boats from the tropics far, far away, which is kind of funny since where I come from is Allentown, PA. Spanish? Okay, May. I'll be Spanish. Just wait till I've married Alberto. I'll be the toasted chichi castanero. And all day long my castanets will click. I'll hide behind my fan and do the tango. I'll be so Spanish it will make you sick. I'll eat the tacos and the enchilada. I'll drink tequila till I feel no pain. The only song I'll sing will be Granada. I'll be more Espanol than Abby Lane. La cuca. Rocha. So call me the wild Spanish rose, the craziest flower that grows. I'll kick up my heels and see how it feels to be sultry Spanish rose. Beneath my mantilla outpost, the beauty that nobody knows. So regal and cool, exciting and cruel, that's me, Spanish rose. My name is Bessie Mucho. Sister of Spanish, que sera? You like me? Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah. Americano, let me give you a bit of advice. To cross Spanish rose isn't twice. You're the match you have found, so don't mess around. Her heart, she is cold like ice. With Albert, I will dance to the bolero. We'll cha-cha in the nicest honky tonks. He'll wear the cutest mustache and sombrero. My handsome Latin lover from the Bronx. So now that you've met Spanish Rose, the craziest flower that grows, she'll taunt you, she'll tame you, but what man would blame you for worshiping Spanish Rose? Not Danish, not British, not Swedish, not Yiddish, but Spanish Rose.
All right, it's clear. Come on.
Now wait just a minute.
No, you shut up. It took every cent I had to bail you out of jail. You get on that train.
You might have saved my life, but that doesn't mean we don't still have a deal.
What are you talking about?
Here's a piece of paper I signed my name to. You do whatever you want with it.
Hello, Albert.
Oh, Mama.
Rose. You look good for a change. Now, I know all about you two, and don't worry, I won't make a fuss. I'll do what any intelligent mother has to do. And don't even worry about the coat. You'll have 3 mink stoles as soon as the train passes over me.
Mama, get up. We don't have time for this. Get on that train.
Just a moment, Mr. Peterson. I demand to know what you've done with Mr. Birdie. He's not in that jail.
How should I know? I haven't seen him all night. I'm here to say goodbye to Mama, to Rose.
Mr. Peterson! Oh, Albert.
No, there's no reason to get excited, dear. After all, there's no real harm done. Kim and Hugo are back together. In fact, the sweetest thing happened. He proposed to her this morning, and she accepted him. What's wrong, dear?
My life is over now. I'll sell a house and go into a home. That's the train, Al. Come on, let's go.
Albert!
What are you? Don't leave me, Al.
Sonny! Here I am, Albert. Where's the train?
It left at 6:25
But you told me...
with Mama
I know, because
and Conrad.
you wanted us to miss the train?
Well, it makes no sense to me. Why would we get on a train to New York when we have 2 tickets to Marion, Iowa?
What's in Marion, Iowa?
An opening at Vernon Middle School. I read about it in this morning's paper. They're looking for a domestic science teacher and an English teacher. And Rose, I hope you brought your papers, because they prefer the applicants to be married.
Oh, Albert.
Oh, Rose. Did I ever tell you it's the most beautiful name in the world? I was never crazy flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could stare at daisies for hours, and all I feel was several hours older. Lilacs or lilies, any moon you please, all that they did was make me shrug or sneeze. But now I love each blossom that I see, for a lovely little rose loves me. Now my life is rosy, since I found my Rosie. With a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue? Hand in hand we'll mosey, me and little Rosie. We will be so cozy by a fire built for 2. Oh, I once heard a poem that goes, a rose is a rose is a rose. Well, I don't agree, take it from me. There is one rose sweeter than any that grows, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad you chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me. Now my life is rosy.
Oh, we'll be happy, I know.
Since I found my Rosie.
Off to the future we'll go.
With a girl like Rosie.
So how could we?
How could I be blue?
Oh, they'll have us a home out west. A nice little split level nest. And in every room, roses in bloom.
But there's one rose sweeter than any that grows, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad you chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song. When love is right, then what could be wrong? Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me.